this is your host and host Pamela, and welcome to my podcast, Tell the Tell. So, today we are going to discuss a very different type of topic and very interesting one. So, are you ready? Before that, just tell me, you want to go on your dream vacation or want to take an epic lifetime legit trip with your loved ones? You don't have to be rich or super saver for the same. Only you need some agendas or plans to plan the trip. Here's how I do it. You know me. If you follow me on Instagram or on YouTube, you know me how much I love to travel and how often I travel, basically different places. So how I do it, how I travel to different places, weekend getaways or international or national, places. I love to travel, and here are my 20 ways to save money while traveling the world. So let's start. Eat like a local. Yes, absolutely right. When I travel to a new place, I prefer to eat like the locals at the local shops instead of fancy dining. और उसमें क्या होता है ना, आपको मज़ा भी आता है लोकल से बात करने का, लोकल कुजीन ट्राई करने का. And this practice helps me save money and connect more with local people. For example, if I travel to a new city, instead of Starbucks, I prefer to have chai from a local tea shop while having a good conversation with them. It saves my pocket and helps me to know my neighborhood and that particular place as well. The second point is very different. I don't know what's your opinion on that, but I prefer to travel off season. This is the one of the most valuable tips. Trust me, I always follow. When we travel to a place in peak season or festive season, the food, stay, commute system cost would much higher than in the off season. So also the trip value or satisfaction won't be great due to the high crowd. So next time when you plan for your trip, try to make it on off season. The third one is very important, which generally happens in different countries apart from India, like joining walking tours. Use local transport. The best way to save money, which I did on my Australia trip, to avoid cab and start using your legs. Yes, absolutely right. We all have two legs, so use that. Walk as much as possible to cherish the locality and get the vibes. Also, most of the countries provide travel card which can be used in any local transport like bus, train, ferry, metro and all. Research before you go to a new place and buy the transport card accordingly. I have created a blog on the same. I'll link it here, or you can check it on my blog everycornerofworld.com. You will find that opal card. I have mentioned it for my Australia trip. Next point, which is the number 4 point, is stay at homestays or hostels, or you can do couch surfing as well sometimes, like Airbnb, couchsurf. These are very common words these days when you not only can get good deals for stay but also get the opportunity to stay with local and know the culture well. I stayed hostels before, and trust me, the bond I have made with other roomies are priceless. So you can try it. Have brunch, no breakfast, no lunch. It is my funda. Even you can have breakfast or lunch, but while traveling I always prefer to have brunch instead of breakfast and lunch. So basically it is like my opinion. I generally do when I travel. I prefer to have big and tummy full brunch instead of breakfast and lunch, which helps me to awaken at noon and save some extra bucks too. Use your hotel room wisely. In most cases, hotels provide mini bars full of wines, beers, food, chocolate, mineral waters. Take those according to your pocket. As in most cases, there are an extra charge, which basically are pretty costly. Trust me. So avoid late night snacking at hotel rooms. Also, start a dedicated travel fund. That is important. If you are planning for your dream vacation, it is advisable to start saving from scratch. Trust me, it will save you from the last minute crisis. Make it habit, make it real, and you will see the result in the end. Visit free spots. There are tons of museum, churches, parks, amusement zone available in every city, and you can avail them without spending any penny. Do your research, as some paid zones also provide free access on certain days. Some zones also provide corporate student discounts. So if you fall for any of these categories, utilize your power. Work on those extra hours. It is important to work your ass off, as money is very important for every case. Either you travel or go out or shop anything. So pick a job, work extra hours, or work some freelance work to save money for travel. I have a full-time job, and apart from, I earn from freelance work, like I do write, I do promote, I do a lot of social media work. I make videos, content to fulfill my travel thirst. What's yours? Sign up for travel related newsletters. Yeah, that's something which we generally avoid, but trust me, different type of countries have their own festivals and special days. If you sign up for travel newsletter of different airlines, hotel chains, or country tourism newsletters, you can easily crack the special deal which they often publish on their newsletters. These hacks are really very useful and budget friendly. Refrain yourself from any kind of addiction. Okay, so it is okay to have alcohol or smoke sometimes, but refrain yourself from the addiction. Trust me, alcohol or any other addiction not only harmful for your body, but also very expensive to maintain. Save those money for your travel and travel more miles with all those money. Carry reusable water bottle. This can help you to prevent buying waters from shop and also save Mother Nature from plastic. Carry reusable bottle is always advisable while traveling, which is sustainable and responsible. Track your spending. Okay, so this is another one important point which I sometimes follow, sometimes I don't, but I have to. Keep track on your spending while saving the money on monthly or weekly basis. It is important to understand that savings only cannot save you from a long-term travel plan, and you need to work on your spending too. Buy the stuff you only need. Cook more. Go out less. Yeah, we generally spend money on food while having dinner or lunch outside. If you really want to save money for travel, you need to practice cooking at home, which not only save all those service charge, tips, but also create healthy lifestyle side by side. Reduce your utilities. Start practicing turn down switches of fan, air conditioning and light when you are not available in the room. Unplug gadgets where not in use. Start implementing these small habits in your daily lifestyle, and you will see the result on your utility bills as well. So whenever I always since my childhood, I always switch off the light, fan. So it's like my daily use. But yeah, you can practice it too. Go for a group plans instead of a solo plan. Like if you are a die-hard fan of GOT, Money Heist, or other series available on Netflix, Amazon Prime or Hotstar, then consider making a group of friends or family and setting up a family account of the online binge watching sites. You will cut down considerable on how much you are spending every month if everybody agrees to contribute a few dollars to the same account month-wise. Buy local brands while traveling. There is a proverb said, that gives you a social back whenever possible. Try local brands for food or souvenir instead of branded shopping. It is budget friendly and also a nice initiative to support local while traveling. Find way. Okay, so before the next point, I just want to include that recently I traveled from Uttarakhand, and we spent our last night at Nainital. And Nainital is very famous for wax, different shapes of dolls and a lot of other features and creatures and all. So we explored. That time we were exploring the local market, and my mom wanted to buy a little, okay fine, let's buy something for everyone. So I suggested her that instead of buying some cool cup or any sort of dress material which we easily get at like Delhi or anywhere tier B or tier A cities. It's better to buy something which is like local made, handmade, and where we can support the local. So we bought wax items, then fruit related jams and jelly. So I think that this is the best way that we can support local while traveling and also support that particular economical system. So I think that is important. Again, another point is that find ways to work and travel together. Have you ever considered working off while traveling to make some extra pennies? There are lots of sites which provides remote part-time or freelance works. Also, if you have some unique skills like teach English, play music, or cooking skills, you can exchange your skills with free food or stay. So this way you can save extra bucks as well. Share meals with others. It's amazing if you can share meals with your fellow travelers and do the contributions on bill. Everyone needs to eat, and many of the people you will meet at hostels or while traveling will be in the same position as you. They will need to eat on a budget. So go ahead and ask them for group lunch or dinner and save money while making friends for life. But yes, you have to be a little bit considerate, or you have to be a little bit concerned, because sometimes people can fool you or cheat you. So you have to understand that what their logic behind it and what kind of people they are, and it is only possible if you talk to that person and you just get the hint that way. Carry small notes and a credit card. Small notes remind that how much we have to spend on any shopping or cafe. In any foreign country, every currency has some different values. So keep the changes and keep different types of notes to avoid mistakes. Carry an extra credit card for safer side by chance if you need to save your ass. So you just use the credit card, but it is not advisable. So there is one bonus point for you. If you are traveling for long times span with layover in between, try to take long layover so that you can cover the layover country too. Few countries offer free tour, like Changi Airport provides free Singapore tour without any cost or visa. Also, if you are covering two places via train or bus, then use night bus or train to save your day trip and also night hotel charges. So when are you planning for your next trip? Let me know if you want to add some more points. And if you like this podcast, please do share it and do subscribe my podcast channel. I have my I have my own YouTube channel by the name of Every Corner of World, and you can connect me on Instagram by the name of Every Corner of World. So I hope that you will plan your trip accordingly, and I'm sure that you'll have an amazing trip. So bye, see you next episode. Take care. Mwah.